Hello and welcome back once again. The more astute of you in the audience may notice that we are no longer playing upon the same level. This is because I tried recording again immediately the day after I had recorded the first section, because I had my little rage quit fit. Slaughtered the entire room, saved, and as soon as I went to record I moved into this level, and of course I absolutely hate this level, so I saved, precisely like that. And then, well, my father walked in through the door immediately, and since that was insanely awkward, I didn't feel the need to put that on YouTube. So, here we are, let's go. Probably gonna die because I hate this level to death. It's one of the worst levels in this game for me, for no particular reason. My brain doesn't like to comprehend the fact that this level is actually playable, and I actually first noticed this fact when I was playing with my friend Ivory Sniper, who I haven't spoken to in years now. I can't believe I actually remembered that name. But I was playing with her, and I was just getting lost every 5 seconds, and she actually had to lead me by the nose through the level. So yeah, there's definitely not going to be any sort of rigorous accomplishments on this level, because it is one of the worst ones in the game for me. And again, no real reason for it. It's not that complex of a level. I just wander like that. Oh god. This should be interesting. And I'll be immensely surprised if I don't end up getting lost around the blue key area, because despite the fact that I know exactly where I will get lost, I always manage to get lost there. So, that's delightful. It's like someone walking up to you, punching you in the face, telling you you have a broken nose, then giving you a healing salve, but you accidentally throw the healing salve down a drain, so the analogy makes absolutely no sense when you try and describe it to someone else, and you sound like a complete retard. That's probably the one biggest drawback to OpenGL mode in this game, is that it doesn't position the sprites properly like software mode does. They don't stick to the ground, so they just kind of, you know, go flying around all over the place. Who cares about clipping, right? Oh man, I haven't had any warm-up to this either, so I'm definitely not going to do so well. Ooh, hey. Actually, yeah, let's get this out first. If I'm gonna die, I'll at least do it with style here. Was I just getting hit by my own ricochet? That'd be kind of weird, but I guess I can understand where it was coming from. Oh, by the way, I am wearing Perry the Platypus pajamas while I'm kicking ass here, so fun fact for you. They're just probably the most comfortable pair of lounge pants I have, so I wear them all the time. Which is amusing, because I haven't actually seen Phineas and Ferb all that much. I enjoy the show, despite it being a kid's show, but obviously it's not something I'd go out of my way to be like, oh my god, gotta watch it 24/7. Nah. I will say, though, it's better than most of the cartoons that I used to watch. So that's probably not saying much, but at the same time, good show. And Perry is obviously the most important character in the entire show, so why not, right? I also have a, oh dear. First off, I have a lot of zombie blood. Second off, I actually have a listing of things that I wanted to talk about set off to the side on my second monitor. But the issue is, if you've ever seen my setup from any of my videos, my second monitor is, approximately half a foot away from my primary monitor. That doesn't sound like a whole lot, but this is Doom, so the moment I look away, I'll be completely eviscerated. Oh, also, I left Audacity open over my list of topics that I wanted to talk about, so that was wildly intelligent. What is going on here? Oh, did this just break again? Am I gonna have to cheat again? Guys, the game's making me cheat again. That's depressing. Can I, like, kick the blood? No. I only do it because I have to. I swear, I'm not a cheater at heart. Please love me. I definitely almost ran point blank into that shotgun. If that shotgunner had actually chosen to fire, as he should have properly, I would have been completely dead and had no one to blame but myself. So that would have been great. And probably would have involved a recording restart, because I would prefer not to die in such a stupid fashion. I really... Oh, Jesus. That could have been even worse. Never mind, that probably wouldn't have been a recording restart. It's one of the better ways for me to die, apparently. So, the only the only thing I can see on my entire list, from what I can tell, is actually Tribes Ascend. Funny thing is, I didn't mention anything about what I wanted to talk about Tribes Ascend, and this list was written, a while ago, after the first recording. So, I have absolutely no idea what I meant by that. I know I played it today. I'm guessing I might have just wanted to bring it up as a general topic of discussion for myself, because obviously I can't discuss with you guys, because you can't respond. Also, the music just stopped looping again, so I know I'm failing already. Please go back up. Thank you. There it is. It's back now. Essentially, Tribes Ascend, free-to-play game. A lot of people say it's pay-to-win. I disagree. I seem to do fairly well with it, and I use the Juggernaut class with absolutely no upgrades. Also, I got the blue key, or the red key now. I don't know where that goes. I'm just going to go back to the beginning and wander around aimlessly. Yeah. Tribes Ascend. Fantastic game. Again, I haven't paid any money into it, and I usually end up somewhere near the top of the leaderboard. I don't know if it actually matches you up based by rank. If so, that could be why. I've actually never played much of the Tribes series, despite having really wanted to get into the earlier titles. So I'm actually pretty happy about being able to play that. It runs like crap on my current build, which is, well, I guess it's not saying a lot because my new build has a really weak processor and I don't even meet the minimum requirements, so I should be thankful that it even runs. But, I mean, when you're playing a really fast competitive... What was the point of this room? But when you're playing a really fast competitive game like Tribes and flying around at the speed of sound, like a certain blue hedgehog we all know, you generally want to be able to pull 60 frames per second, or at least 30, constantly. And mostly I average around like 27 to 28 on all minimum settings. And due to the scaling of my monitor, it's a very, very poor choice to try and play below 1080p, so I would prefer not to. I guess another, actually, now that I think about it, I'm looking for people to play that game with because Jimmy doesn't like it. And I definitely love it, so when I get my motherboard back, I'll be playing it quite more often. I'd like to put just $1 or $2 into the game, despite having just said that it's not a pay-to-win system, simply because of the fact that you do get a sort of experience boost unlock as soon as you make your first cash purchase, kind of like with hats and trading in TF2. So I would appreciate being able to do that. I don't know if that's hypocritical at all. But yeah, if you would be interested in playing Tribes with me, let me know, because, I don't know, it seems fun. And keep in mind the date of this video. If you stumble on this video like 3 years after the fact it's been posted, and the offer's probably not still going to be there, just generally speaking, because God knows what will happen in 3 years, it's a really long time. I still get requests on my old Doom Run videos. Jump map videos, if people saying that, oh, do you want to play jump map with me? Jump maze? It's like, well, I haven't played jump maze since 2008, and I don't know the maps, and I'm horrible at it. But I guess if you want to see me flail around aimlessly for several hours on something I don't know how to play, then that'd be an okay idea. Believe it or not, the very first video I ever posted on YouTube was actually, something most people know about. Hey, I actually made it to the end. How do I get out there? I don't care. Something most people won't know about. There was a clan called TK in Skulltag, and I know several clans have used that moniker. I wasn't actually a part of it because I hated the idea of putting TK in front of the name, the alias Baja. Simply because of the fact... Hold on, I'm saving here. I actually love this level to death. But yeah, Borderlands makes me hate the idea of putting TK in front of the moniker Baja. Because despite the... Oh my god, that was amazing. Despite the fact that I've been using the alias Baja since 2004, 2003-ish, people always seem to think that I stole it from Borderlands, or that Bahamut is based off of Final Fantasy, despite constant reassurances to otherwise. Bahamut 2K456 was actually developed because I used to really like playing soccer, and I believe it was the year 2003. So I just kind of went, you know what, random sports games are now being called 2K3, 2K4, why not just go 2K456, because I really don't care. So Bahamut itself isn't actually taken from Final Fantasy games, and by the way, I don't like playing sports games, I like playing real sports. I can't stand sports games on video game consoles. But Bahamut itself is taken from an older sort of lore. I can't remember the exact area of the world it comes from, but it's actually a magical fish, believe it or not the King of Dragons from Final Fantasy. And these specters are going to kill me, not the barons, because that's always how it works on this map. And if you don't believe me on that, you can actually go look up Bahamut on Wikipedia. You'll probably find an entry on it. I used to be really into that kind of stuff. Obviously, 10 years ago. I've moved on a little bit since then. But it's still a sort of interesting topic. It irks me greatly when people just go, oh, you're like that Final Fantasy guy, right? Lol, you must love RPGs. What a fag. Otaku. Lol, 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 lol. I mean, I like RPGs, but I'm not obsessed with them. I'm not obsessed with first-person shooters either. They happen to be my favorite genre. I play all kinds of different games, and I can't stand when people devote their entire life to just playing one sort of thing. And that's probably why I hate Facebook gamers so much. Just because people are like, oh, I love that Farmville. Okay, what else do you do? Farmville! Then what else? Well, sometimes I like to play Farmland. Well, okay, that's awesome. Good for you. I'll be leaving now. I'm gonna save this guy because I don't want to leave him. By the way, he's all dead now, so I'm not actually saving him. I kind of feel terrible about that. Oh wow, this is the end of the first episode. I don't know how I didn't realize that. I do also like how the little Tribes Ascend talk led me into something completely different that I didn't have planned. That was always such a dreadful sort of thing back when this game first came out. People don't really think about it now because, it's more of, well, you don't think about little things like that because of how technically unadvanced this game is, just the stairs rising like that. But back when this game first came out, it was a really big deal having to sit here wait for each stair to come out. You realized that it was a very intentional sort of thing, and it gave you this sort of unease, this sort of dread as to what this might lead to. Oh yeah, it's death. And I'll read this caption for the sake of reading it. Once you beat the big badasses and clean out the moon base, you're supposed to win, aren't you? Aren't you? Where's your fat reward and the ticket home? What the hell is this? It's not supposed to end this way. It stinks like rotten meat, but it looks like the lost Deimos base. Looks like you're stuck on the shores of hell. The only way out is through. To continue the Doom experience, play the Shores of Hell and its amazing sequel, Inferno. And also Thy Flesh Consumed if you're an idiot and have the ultimate version. I wonder if Skull Tag lets you cycle directly through. Nope, looks like I'm actually going to have to select it manually. The Shores of Hell is probably my favorite episode in this game. That's pretty freaking cool. I've never seen that before. The Shores of Hell is one of my favorite episodes in this game. Once again, no particular reason why. I just prefer the maps in it. And, well, actually no, I lied. There's one map in particular that I hate, and I'll let you know when I get to it. It's one of the most dreaded maps for me in all of Doom history, aside from the frickin' grotto from Doom 2. But aside from that, this and Inferno are pretty much my favorite parts of the Doom series. I should probably stop stomping this, guys. It probably gets a little tedious. And as you can tell, I'm a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more calm than I was last time I tried doing this, for the simple fact that, well, I don't know why. I'm just a little bit more comfortable tonight than I was last time. So I'm not going to be flickering about as ADD as I was before, hopefully. I'm also not paying as much attention to the game, so with any luck you will get to see me die many, many times. I should also mention, before, I said, thy flesh consumed if you're an idiot with the ultimate version. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to get around to that, to actually playing through that particular episode, because it's actually pretty balls hard without the brutal mod, and I'm not entirely sure I could even beat the first level with it. And most people still to this day do not realize these are actually two different switches. The back one's a completely different switch. And what you can actually do is go all the way back here.